Hey friends, it's day 40 of the government shutdown. I am getting ready for the day. I am a single mom by choice. I like to call myself a solo parent. And it is my goal to make sure that my child never feels the effects of that when it comes to the activities that we're able to do. I'm an air traffic controller, so a federal government employee, which means with that, I have to still go into work, but I'm not getting paid right now. And to all of you people that say you will get paid eventually, you get paid well, F you, because would you go to work when you don't know when you're gonna get paid? Most people go to work knowing that they're gonna get paid a specific time, whether it's a certain day, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever it is. But I'm still expected to go in. The problem with that is bill collectors still need to get their money. Childcare still needs to collect their money. So I'm putting money out without getting money in. So let's get back to me being a single mom and making sure my child does not feel the effects of that. Last year, around this time, which was almost his 3rd birthday, I decided I was going to take him on a Disney cruise for the big number 4 because it's important to me. I like to do an at-home birthday every odd year and a trip every even. It is my goal for my child to realize that he can travel the entire world and do whatever he wants to do when it comes to that. So I decided we're gonna go on a Disney cruise because I've always wanted to do a cruise, never done one before, and I'm really, really excited about it. I'm on vacation, do I do makeup? We'll just do a little bit. So I booked the cruise, paid for, obviously, flight, all that stuff, already done. And then the shutdown happens. And part of me was like, do I cancel this trip? And I'm just like, there's no way it's gonna last very long. Hello, day 40, and we're still at it. So, because we're departing out of Port Canaveral in Florida. So I flew into Orlando. Now the FAA, which I think is a great decision, decided to slow down traffic to 40 airports. Shocker that my departing airport and my arriving airport were both on the list. So we're supposed to be flying out Saturday night, getting to Florida Sunday morning at about 7 a.m. Then I panic because I say, you know what, I can't miss this flight because if I do, then we're not gonna get onto this cruise ship. So now I'm nervous. What do? I rebook my flight, which now means I have to pay for a hotel even longer. So while I was stressed out about the government shutdown and taking this vacation, I wasn't overly stressed about it because everything was already paid for. All I had to worry about really, that's too much. All I had to worry about really was extra stuff, souvenirs, my wine, whatever I'm gonna do. I said if I can't do that, that's completely fine. Everything is paid for. If I don't want to spend a dime, I really don't have to. Wrong. So because I panic over the flights, because flights are getting canceled and delayed and all that good stuff, I go ahead and move my flight up. And I say, let's depart Saturday morning at about 7. That's the one that was available. So that would give me a little bit more time in case my flight was canceled and or delayed. Hopefully I would still make it here on time. Luckily, my change flight was on time. Very lucky. That also meant I had to get a hotel very last minute because I changed my flight Friday, sorry. Today is Sunday. Changed my flight on Friday. So now I have to book a hotel, which is $400. What the fuck? So, booked the hotel, money that I was not planning on spending, but I did because obviously I had to do it. And, but I have peace of mind. I'm praying. We get to we get to the airport 4 hours early. I have so many bags to check in. I have 2 bags to check in that are super heavy I have my stroller, I have a car seat because I messed around with my kid's sleep schedule the night before to make sure he was exhausted. So when we got onto this plane, he slept for most of the flight. Everything worked out beautifully. I pulled up to curbside check-in Southwest in Las Vegas and checked in my bags at the curb, parked my car. We were not supposed to, but I did anyway because I do what I want. Until I don't ask for permission, I ask for forgiveness. It's just the way of life sometimes. So got our stuff checked in, everything went great, got through security very quickly, which I was shocked about, but extremely grateful. And then we got onto our flight. Everything was beautiful. Got here to Orlando. Got to the hotel. Went to rent a car. I was just playing, that part I'm playing by ear. I just want to get into the city and then we'll figure the rest out. Rent a car from Route. So if you are in Orlando, if you fly into Orlando and you want to rent a car, from a company called Routes. The prices are fantastic, but you have to have a flight going out, which I do. That's not until Friday. The guy told me I can't rent a car from them after I took a shuttle to get there. So that was fun. I'll be calling corporate about that. I like a good dark lit. I will be calling corporate about that. So then we take an Uber from the shuttle, from the car rental place, to our hotel. $89. See where it's starting to add up now? $89, right? Whatever. I'm pissed. I'm starting to get anxious now about spending money. Get to our hotel. It's beautiful. Also, if you're a parent, you don't need to stay at like a boutique. I know Instagram and TikTok and Facebook all tell you have to stay at these like fancy smashy hotels. I'm staying at the Holiday Inn Express. It's fantastic. They have breakfast in the morning. That's something else I don't have to worry about paying for. The name of the game for me is deal. Cheap, free, kid friendly. So there's tons of kids here. Really happy about it. Go over to, they don't have a restaurant in the hotel, but they do have a restaurant across the street. We go over there. Food is subpar, but it's there. We don't have to drive anywhere. Prices, whatever. I get a glass of wine. House Sauvignon Blanc for $4. Whatever, I don't expect much from it. The scary thing is that 3 sips, and I check it because I like to do one for a taste and then I do just like a slow sip. I'm not trying to get drunk, I'm on vacation with my kiddo. So I do a couple of slow sips. After like the 3rd sip, I start to feel weird. I start to feel like I have drinking like like an entire bottle of wine. Something's up. So I stop drinking. I stop eating and I say, hey, can I have the check? They say, are you sure you don't want anything else? And I said, no, I need the check, I need to go. Because now in my mind, somebody has put something in my drink. Because if you know me, I love wine, I can drink some wine, but 3 sips of like a cheap house Sauvignon Blanc that wasn't even from New Zealand and I'm feeling like this, something is up. So we get our check, I pay it immediately. I have my card out when the lady brings the bill to me so she can take it back. I get everything done and we get out of there. I call my best guy friend and keep him on the phone with me just so I can get into the room. I lock everything up, put my bags in front of the door just in case somebody tried something because it didn't really make sense. Yeah, it didn't make sense at all. But got back to the hotel, absolutely fantastic, saved some money there. And now we are going to get ready for the day. My dad and his wife are here in Florida. They live in Jacksonville and they're going to come pick us up because we're staying at a different hotel tonight, which was the original plan. And then we're getting on the cruise ship in the morning. I canceled all of my excursions for the ship because they would cost extra money, and right now I don't want to spend anything else. With this government shutdown continuing, the chances of my flight out of here being delayed, there's a pretty good chance of that happening, which means booking a hotel for another night, which could cost an arm and a leg because I paid a pretty penny for this one because it was such a last minute thing. So we're just, again, playing everything by ear. My goal is for my son to not know that this was any kind of struggle, that I'm stressed out at all. And so I'm making it a point to really enjoy this trip because, again, everything's already paid for here. I don't have to worry about that part of it. And it's swiping my card that makes me stressed out because I know that money is coming from somewhere and I really don't know when it's gonna come back in. But the unfortunate thing is I was gonna have to leave air traffic pretty soon anyway, just based on some medical stuff that I've got going on. But now I think I'm looking to get out even sooner, which is really sad because it's a fantastic job. There used to be a time that working for the government was safe, and now it's the one thing that's not safe, which really, really sucks. So I'm gonna finish getting ready. My kiddo took a little nap after breakfast. He had some cereal and I had a cup of coffee. It was absolutely delicious. I didn't have any coffee yesterday. My CM1 is starting to flare up. Started flaring up last night. CM1 is curium inflammation type 1. That's what I've got going on with my brain, where basically part of my cerebellum is trying to like sneak out the back of my skull, which sounds crazy because it fucking is. But I'm gonna go finish getting ready, wake my little one up. We have an hour before we have to check out, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But look forward to pictures from me. Okay.